have this blubbery male actor having a love scene with like a 20-year-old, and you're like, for real?
I had $5,000 in savings and an idea for Spanx and some cellulite, thank God.
We should all be proud to be feminists. Men of quality are not threatened by a woman of equality.
I wanted to find the 15 definitive women out of 150 million in America who would fit into this list. That was my goal. And I think I succeeded. Obviously, it's impossible to pick 15 women. We did our best. It's a range, you know, it's a range of professions, it's a range of ages, it's a range of ethnicity, and I think that's what works here. The List series, which I started in 2008 with the Black List, is really an extension of my portraiture. It's a, if you will, a Timothy Greenfield-Sanders portrait come to life, which is a simple backdrop, a single light source, direct-to-camera portrait. And these are talking portraits. And I felt way back then that if you could look at a photograph and enjoy it and get something out of it just by staring at it, you could certainly learn something if the person was talking to you. And that's what these were. And I thought that they would be interesting on their own. Here we are many years later with the Black List 1, 2, and 3, the Latino List 1 and 2, the Out List, the Boomer List, and now the Women's List. So a lot of interviews have been conducted, and I think this is an exceptional film. It's important to see the accomplishments of the women in this film and see the bigger picture that presents. In a way, they kind of symbolize the struggles and achievements of a lot of women. These are, many of them, famous people, but their struggles, I think, you can connect to them as well, despite their notoriety. Let's just take Nia Wordlaw. This is an African-American pilot for an airline, major airline, whose life story is just remarkable, but I think what you get out of it is that she had an early mentor, and the mentor in her case was a piece of paper, was a female pilot.
I made a point to tell people that I wanted to be a pilot. And I had a history teacher. She approached me and said, Nia, I have this article, it's an obituary. Something inside me said, you have to get to this funeral. You need to go there because you've never seen a Black female pilot. Although she's dead, you need to see her, someone that looks like you.
And what's wonderful about someone like Nia is that she's unexpected, that there needs to be in these films someone we don't know. We know Edie Falco, we know Madeleine Albright, we know Nancy Pelosi, you know, Wendy Williams, Betsey Johnson. We have a lot of famous people. But some of the stories like Nia Wordlaw, very important also. Aimee Mullins is an athlete and a model, which at first seems like that's not so extraordinary, but she's also a double amputee and has won world records as an athlete, and also has used the fashion world as a way to talk about disability or her conditions and how she's overcome them. A spectacular presence in the film.
You're never gonna be able to do this, you're not gonna be able to do that. I just knew they were wrong, and they were. I would determine what I was gonna do on these legs.
I think that what's special about the List films is that they're an opportunity to really see the person in a context where he or she is not promoting something. They can open up, they can talk about things that they really never had a chance to talk about or no one asked them to talk about. That's what's so special here, and that's why these films are so entertaining as well.